Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm bringing you a war recap for one of our Resi teams. As I said before, in our competitive scene, we've got three main teams that compete. Actually, now we've got a fourth one, which is our European team. But this one is our main resistance team going in UWL against a well-known team, which is the War Hunters. So let's dive into the actual war. So the war started with a defense from Big Bowler, and then we had Cooper coming in against Witherspoons with the hybrid, and he's starting at 12 o'clock with a Cockaloon Baby Dragon. He also had a Sui Wall Breaker for that compartment, and he's just funneling his queen to go inside into that compartment. And obviously he has to get rid of that single Inferno before he cooks his queen, so he has to put a freeze for it. Now he's coming in, the Skelly Trap comes out but puts the reg down. The queen gets rid of the single Inferno before she goes down. Another Skelly Trap comes out. She's going to be able to get rid of the entire compartment, and then the Expo and Archer Tower. He sends the next Super Wall Breaker. It's going to open the Town Hall compartment, and I don't think he wanted her to go in there, so he sends another Super Wall Breaker just to go onto the right hand side so she can go towards the defending queen and the multi Inferno. Puts another rage down, just making sure that she remains alive. The king ends up finding the Tesla farm at 8 o'clock, and then he sends all of his hybrid in towards the Town Hall as the queen is getting rid of the rest of the defenses on that side. Town Hall goes down. He still has one heal left. He plays his first heal there for his troops. They're gonna go to the first scatter shot. The scatter shot is gonna go down. Now the healers, since the queen died, they triggered the tornado trap, and then they end up dying. Now he had to use his final heal over there. He still has a scatter shot and a bomb tower in the back end, but he still has his Royal Champion with ability. She's gonna be able to use it here, gets rid of most of the defenses. She goes for the scatter. Scatter goes down, still has a few hogs, one cannon left, and this was a nice triple by Cooper. After the triple from Cooper, then Witherspoons ended up having a revenge against him, and he came in with the Super Witches. So he starts with the Zaps, getting rid of the Expo and the Inferno at 12 o'clock, and the Warden Walk starting as well. It will be a nice and quick Warden Walk since he doesn't have to get rid of much. And now he starts with the King and a Super Witch at 9 o'clock and sends the rest of his Super Witches and Ice Golem into that Scattershot compartment. He actually doesn't have any Super Wall Breakers, but there was a hole there on the wall which he identified, and he was able to go in with his Super Witches. Now he puts the Siege Barracks down as well just to get rid of the 8 o'clock area. Puts a jump down so that his Super Witches and Queen end up going into the center of the base towards the Scattershot. The Town Hall goes down thanks to the Queen. Scattershot goes down as well, and everything keeps moving. So he's got 3 Super Witches, the Queen and the Warden in the center of the base. Uses the Warden ability now that the Multi Inferno and the defending Queen was hitting him. Has to use the Queen ability since the single ended up targeting the Queen, even though there were big boys and Super Witches. But now the single goes down. He still has one more freeze. His RC he deploys from 12 o'clock. Ended up getting paralyzed for a second, I don't know why. And then with her ability she ends up getting rid of the rest of the defenses, getting the triple for War Hunters. Then Big Bowler came in against Spidey and also came in with the triple. He is using the hybrid as well, and with 3 Super Wall Breakers. So he starts with his Queen. The Archer Tower is hitting one of his healers, so probably one of the healers is gonna die. So he decides to invest a freeze there since the Loons couldn't get rid of it. Puts a Yeti at 11 just to funnel the Queen to go into the Town Hall. Uses another freeze for the Headhunters, and he's got a partial pull on that CC. Now he puts a rage down, the Super Minions come out, so he puts the poison for the Super Minions, kills the Headhunter, the Town Hall goes down, and then with that rage she manages to kill the CC and everything else. Then she's gonna be able to keep moving, get rid of the Royal Champion. Puts the King and Siege Barracks at 3 o'clock, and then he sends his hybrid in between. Has to use the Queen ability due to the single Inferno, and thankfully ends up targeting the single Inferno straight away so that it goes down. The hybrid is still going nice and strong. Hulks from the Siege Barracks end up joining them, and he had used his final heal there on the back end. Everything is trying to go bypassing the scatter, but thankfully some of the hulks do go into the center of the base. The queen ends up dying, but he still has his royal champion with ability. Only one expo left, and then the bomb tower are the only defenses that might stop this hybrid. However, he still has plenty of miners and hulks, and this goes down, and it's a nice triple by Big Bowler. Then Sundance Kid came in with his own triple, and he is using dragons with 3 zaps, a quake, and 5 bats. So he puts his king at 1030. Then uses a giant, a super wall breaker, and the queen. I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to open with a super wall breaker, or if he wanted to do like a Sui super wall breaker so the queen went inside for the eagle. Now he puts the royal champion. He did use a zap and a quake for that single inferno to go down. Mass headhunters come out. They're gonna make the queen go to ability. The queen is only gonna be able to get rid of the king, and then that's it. And there's still some headhunters left. There's like 4 headhunters there. So he ends up putting his loons and dragons. Made sure that most of the headhunters were dead before putting his warden, maybe? I don't know. The warden is almost dead. So now he is in the town hall, uses the warden ability, clips most of his dragons, puts the rage down, and now they're all going into the center of the base. So there's a group going into the center, another group going to the flank towards the multi-inferno, and the bats coming from 1 o'clock. Now he swagged that first freeze, freezing both cannons, which in an air attack that really doesn't work very well. The ice golem ends up freezing the final whiz tower, and he still has plenty of dragons and plenty of bats with the E-dragon still alive. TK came in against Yippee with a 97%, then Yippee came against CJ with a 75%, and then Trento came against Sundance Kid for a revenge. He usually uses dragons, but on this occasion he decided to use the Chinese Smash, and coming in with the blimp for the tank hall uses the rage, and the Yeti blimp gets rid of the tank hall. Wizard behind just to clear some buildings, just to make sure that the queen walks up, puts her down with the warden. The headhunters come out, puts the poison down before the headhunters kill her, and then she starts targeting the lava hound. Uses a super wall breaker just to open up the wall, and I think he wants his queen to go inside towards the scattershot, so he places his king at 1 o'clock just to funnel her to go inside before that scattershot ends up killing all of his healers. Then he places all the Cocoloons, the Pekkas, and the Super Wizards, and also places a jump that is gonna make all the Pekkas and Super Wizards to go into the center of the base. Queen dies nice and quick. He freezes a single inferno. I don't think he had to, but nicely done. Puts a second jump to open the back end of the base so they can go towards the second scattershot and the eagle. The other 2 infernos are multi-inferno, so it's all good. He still has 1 freeze, he still has the queen ability and the royal champion ability. They're just going around the base. He still has 3 Pekkas alive. He still has 1 healer left. Uses the royal champ ability. There's a few defenses left. The Tesla farm and the multi-inferno ends up going down, and this is a nice triple by Trento. After Trento's triple, Spidey ended up coming against TK, and he also got a triple. So he came in with this golem, which Super Wizard spam with bat spells as well. Now the resistance were 3 triples and War Hunters were 2 triples up. So if they triple this one, they were gonna be drawn on triples with Resi. So let's see, they just started going in. Basically, yeah, just putting golems in a line, then the witches, then the super wizards, and everything going in. He does have a poison, 3 freezes. He's got the rage there. I think he pretty much swagged the rage, although the queen now is going to be able to use it, and he was lucky that the queen ended up going towards the town hall. Town hall goes down. He also has some troops going towards the back end of the base. He's got a headhunter, and now he's just sending his bats. The multi-inferno ends up going down. The scatter is being tanked by the royal champion, which is giving the bats time. He uses the freeze for the eagle and the wizard tower, and uses another freeze for the other wizard tower. Eagle ends up going down to the bats, and yeah, this was a triple. Very nicely done by Spidey. A little bit of luck, I think, but really nicely done with this spam. After that triple, CJ ended up coming with 88% against E-Dave. In the end, we ended up winning on percentage 97% to 94%. 13-13 was the final score. GG to War Hunters. So this was one of our group matches in UWL. It was really nice and close war. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.